Please be seated. Chinmaya Kumar. Chinmaya, you have mentioned visiting historical places is a hobby. What are the historical places beyond the boundary of Odisha that you have visited?
I have visited some historical places around Delhi, Mughal related issues like Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, Humayun Tomb, Red Fort, etc. I have visited, sir.
Okay. So, Taj Mahal. What does it signify?
Taj Mahal is one of the Mughal monument, signifies the sign of love and affection from Shah Jahan towards his wife Mumtaz. It also signifies the Mughal architectural marvelous in India in terms of its Charbagh style, garden term, its superior use of different types of marbles, its minaret, cupola, and different things.
Very good. So it signifies love. Does real love persist on surface of the earth? Because I was reading a book where it was written, you cannot live with your loving partner. You cannot live without your loving partner. Is true love available on the surface of the earth?
So it's a kind of person-to-person interpretation of some kind of feeling. Some maybe some writer maybe interpret as the person nearer to them can be very good. It's marvelous. Some feels that someone was the loving partner away from it, then they become it, feel it more attraction. So person to person it differs.
Okay. What are the historical places in Odisha that you have visited?
I have visited historical places like Puri Jagannath Temple, Lingaraj Temple, Konark Sun Temple, etc.
Okay, so Lord Jagannath Temple. What is the cult of Lord Jagannath? Lord Jagannath cult.
Yes. Jagannath cult is associated with the deity Mahaprabhu Jagannath, Balabhadra and Devi Subhadra in order to promote a unique kind of culture which is promoted from the medieval century in Odisha, that it promote mutual harmony, common brotherhood, worship beyond the boundary of caste, religion, region, where everyone seems to be equal and the God himself once in a year comes outside to meet their devotee. This is the beauty of Jagannath culture.
Very good. You know, obviously this is religion which transforms man or takes man to the stage of God, and which transforms a beast to the stage of human. But in the name of religion, with respect to Jagannath cult, what we have done, we have converted Lord Jagannath into a human being, just like husband and wife, they fight with each other. Similarly, there is some event in which obviously Ma Lakshmi is very annoyed and Jagannath is going to placate her, to appreciate her. Is it real religion or it's just the making religion upside down, bringing God into the stage of human being?
It's the part of our unique Jagannath cult is that we people assume Jagannath is a part of day-to-day life, even the God, and even converting the whole scenario of the culture, Jagannath culture, as like a common human being can interpret it in the same way as it they think the Jagannath is, and even in that scenario where Mahalakshmi went with anger during the period of Rath Yatra, the Hera Panchami, also signifies as one of the day-to-day life in our society, and it's more related to a humanitarian religion associated with certain divine features in the culture.
Okay, you are a student of geography. So, you know, India is right now in the stage of demographic dividend. But I personally, first you tell me, what is demographic dividend?
Demographic dividend can be defined as a situation where all the human beings, or most of the human beings of a country, are gradually transforming towards human resources by means of their mutual harmony, by means of their education, by means of their overall contribution towards national development, both economic term, social term, and psychological term can be termed as demographic dividend.
You know, India has lots of problems. So I personally believe that this is not a demographic dividend, rather we are moving to the stage of demographic disasters. Do you agree with me? This is not demographic stage of demographic dividend, rather we are leading towards demographic disaster very soon.
Politely, sir, I am disagree with you at this case. Yes, it's because the real resources of a country is a human resource, and gradually there is no doubt India has a history of poverty. It's a newly independent country before 75 years ago, but today India is gradually moving towards improving in every parameters of life, from the human development index, by means of poverty alleviation, by means of education, even every sphere in every part of the world, Indians are doing very well, sir. In such case, Indian diaspora and Indian citizens as a whole are gradually transforming themselves as a human resource, and it's going to be demographic dividend for a long period of time.
Okay. Can you tell us your strength and weakness?
So, since I'm preparing for civil service examination, I have developed some important qualities like punctuality and the time discipline in a large manner. That helped me a lot during this process. So that is become one of my strengths, that I stick to my time discipline and punctuality as much as possible at my level. But at the same time, sir, up to a certain extent, I feel annoying if someone not following that kind of punctuality or time discipline. Especially if my colleague or with my flatmate or something I'm day to day associated with, then in that case, I feel certain amount of annoying that the person is not following the punctuality level.
So
that's my weakness, sir.
sometimes you are not able to control your emotion. Okay, feeling annoyed
Yes.
of a person. What is the role of emotion in administration?
In administration, sir, there is the sense of service giving attitude towards each and every individual, each and every beneficiary of a particular government scheme. In that case, when rules and regulation ends, then emotion and ethics starts operating. So, being an administrator, it will be my duty to go beyond within my limit of law and whatever permissible amount of authority I have given, that each and every beneficiary of the scheme, each and every citizen, those who are visiting at my office, or those who have assigned some duty, then it will be my responsibility to provide good governance with sense of duty of devotion, sir.
Okay, very good. So, how do you see the difference between empathy and compassion in the sphere of administration?
Empathy is something feeling sad for someone if someone's genuine cause. If suppose a person who is deserving candidate to get Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, he doesn't have or she doesn't have the basic standard of living or a poka houses. Being an administrator, if I feel that, oh no, I feel sorry that that particular person should be get that person. If I stop right there, then that can be termed as my empathy. But if I go beyond that and ensure that if that person is a deserving candidate, that being an administrator, it is my responsibility to provide that particular government facilities, or in that case, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Ghar to that particular person, then automatically that cause will be solved and that person's overall standard of living will be fulfilled, and that can be termed as a compassion.
Okay, very good. What is the preamble? What is the preamble or meaning of preamble context constitution?
Preamble is regarded as opening pages of constitution. It more sense, it provides what overall analysis, overall basics of Indian constitution, sir.
Preamble is part of Indian constitution. Is it a part?
Yes, sir. Under LIC of India case, Honorable Supreme Court has made it clear that preamble is an integral part of India.
In case of Constitution. Case,
Yes, sir.
that is part.
Under Beriberi Union versus Union of India case 1960, it was declared that it was not a part, but later on it utilized its revised judgment and made it 1995 LIC of India case is an integral part of it.
Has basic structure of Indian constitution been delineated? Basic structure.
No, sir. In Constitution, basic structures are not mentioned. Rather, it came with judicial interpretation after Kesavananda Bharati case of 1974.
What is the uniqueness of this one Bharati case?
Sorry, sir. I don't know about it.
Since 2018, physics from the ground level. Currently, you are studying MSc or
No, sir. Since then, I am preparing for civil service.
2018 after BSc.
Yes, sir.
Why Koraput is famous?
So, Koraput is famous for its scenic beauty, its tribal population, its overall identity as one of the tourism site in India, and also for mining purposes, sir.
What else has attracted the world? Coffee.
Yes, sir. Yes. Coffee, sir. Koraput coffee.
And it's a, as you said, it is very famous for its tourism attraction, but the flow of tourists are less to that district. If you join in civil services, certainly you will contribute something more how to attract the tourists to that place.
Yes, sir. I will try, sir. At present, the problem associated with connectivity and hospitality sector, sir. Koraput, since Koraput is far away from the capital, Bhubaneswar, even the nearby airports, those who are present there, in Visakhapatnam and Raipur are also functioning at a significant distance. So, connectivity should be improved, what from rail connectivity and airways connectivity, that will attract the foreign tourists.
Everything are there.
Hmm?
Train is there, rail is there, everything is there.
Yes.
Flight is there.
Yes, sir. But advertisement, from advertisement point of view, it needs to be done. From hospitality point of view, there need to be more hotel facilities, more restaurants should be there, and moreover, there should be proper hygiene and sanitation in every tourist places, so that if once someone visited there, he or she should recommend their neighbors or their someone someone friend circle that they should also be visit that particular place. That sense is necessary to provide infrastructural point of view, and from awareness point of view, government have to take multiple steps in different locations, so that internet and both internet wise and offline wise, both ways, so that the tourism can be promoted and gradually it's picking up.
You have in colleges, you have sensitized the gender sensitization, what you have done.
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. You have from physics.
Yes, sir.
You are preparing in there, Koraput or in Bhubaneswar?
No, sir, I am preparing in Delhi.
Oh, you are studying there.
Yes, sir.
This is your first attempt.
It's my second attempt, sir.
First attempt, what are the
First attempt, I disqualified by 6 marks, sir. Final interview stage.
Oh, you can't do it.
Yes, sir. Last time I also.
This time, how you have, what is your perception about your performance in the written?
So I found in last attempt somewhere I got very less marks. For example, in essay I got only 72. So I worked upon it. How can I improve it? And from that point of view, in mains I can expect a better mark from the last season, and I worked upon it. Yes. Other paper also, sir, I found little tricky, but comparatively the better one. So I expect a good mark.
Sure, we expect. But do you know Mahabharata?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the character in Bhishma?
Yes, sir.
How do you rate it?
Sir, Bhishma is regarded as in Odia. Can I say in Odia, sir?
Yes,
Sure.
Pitama Bhishma.
that is written in the book.
Yes.
But how do you rate him? Because Draupadi and others,
Yes.
the amount of
Yes.
Devastating silence.
dynasty have been made towards her,
Yes.
and these things are, which is never ever thought of in the lives of many families.
Yes.
And he was eyewitness to everything.
Yes.
Do you believe that it is a good character?
So from at that point of time, Bhishma has performed his Raj Dharma whatever possible, despite knowing that he is supporting Duryodhana, which is the symbol of adharma, but still showed his complete honesty towards the king and his kingdom. Sir.
So in that you can say.
You know, in other words, while such a dishonesty has been made, or any whatever, you know what are Draupadi, and is it that less important than the Raj Dharma and others? You said that I was working for gender sensitization
Yes.
in colleges.
Yes, sir.
So was Bhishma ethically correct in that situation and morally correct or incorrect?
In that situation, he was seems to be incorrect, sir, because he can oppose. Though he may participate in
Don't say like that.
Morally
Once you
and
say that-
ethically, you said
Once
Raj
you
Dharma.
said it is the Raj Dharma. Again, you
Raj
said-
Dharma means ethically he was justified.
correct.
You
cannot
I was trying to deliberately put you in dilemma.
Had I been at your place, I would have said no. Because you are, kindly bear with me. You have said that I am fond of gender sensitization. In other way, Draupadi is the icon of, a women folk in the world. And she has been misbehaved, whatever. And everybody were watching it. But Lajja and Bhushan.
Yes, sir.
ତାଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ତାଙ୍କ ଲଜ୍ଜାକୁ ମାନେ କ୍ଷତି ପହଞ୍ଚେଇବା କାମଟା is it good and it can be acceptable?
No, it's bad.
What Raj
Raj
Dharma?
Dharma.
What Raj Dharma?
Raj Dharma.
Is it the okay, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Chinmay, it was really very pleasant talking to you and listening you. This is your second time in OPSC or UPSC you have once?
No, the OPSC.
OPSC. Okay. You are preparing for UPSC?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Like preparation in Odisha and preparation scope in Delhi, you choose Delhi.
Yes.
Why?
Initial days, I don't know the exact reason. I heard that there is very good coaching institution, but since I studied there for a considerable period of time, I realized that some point of view, Delhi seems as better than Bhubaneswar. From faculty point of view, there are the faculty, those who have good amount of experiences in the particular field that help a lot to the student. Also, from the material point of view, it is also beneficial in Delhi that it's easily available in normal shops with affordable prices. That something is lagging in Delhi, lagging in Bhubaneswar. And since large number of students are also preparing there, it is also a competitive environment present as compared to Bhubaneswar, better in Delhi. In that sense, Delhi is, from offline mode, it is better place.
And while like when you said that you have participated in gender sensitization, you just participated or you take it forward in your life or in giving some others as gender sensitization?
In my case, with the due permission, I can say one of my personal experience at my family. Ma'am. Can I say?
Yes.
Yes. Before 3 years, in our family, since I belong from villages, it is if the girl's age is 25, 24 or 25 years, then it feels that it's marriageable age and needs to be done as soon as possible. Even at my sister's case, many relatives have brought useful candidates for that purpose. And up to a certain extent, my parents are also convinced that it's time to get married to my daughter. But when I asked my sister that what she actually wants, she said that I want to continue my study at least for 2 years and want to be part of any kind of job or any kind of economic independence. Then I am mentally prepared for that particular marriage purpose. In that case, I opposed my parents and said that no, it's not the time. That she is not mentally prepared for it. Let's give her any chance or some year in her hand. If not today, tomorrow it will be the marriage ultimately. So at that case, my parents also agreed with me, and fortunately, she got selected in the teachership examination. And now she is saying that it's okay. Now it's time to go for further, but I am satisfied with achievements. In that case, I feel blessed that I supported my sister.
Very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Because change starts from the self. That's really
Charity begins at home.
yes. And your sister is now continuing in her job.
Yes, ma'am. Now she is
In
a high school
where he
teacher.
belongs to Koraput.
Yes.
She is also working in Koraput.
She's also working in Kakariguma High School. At high school as a PC teacher.
Okay. You have a very one community primitive tribe. They're near in Koraput and Malkangiri.
Yes.
That's what is that primitive tribe and why they are very famous in globally?
They are the Bonda communities working there. And they are primitive because of their very inherent culture, their way of attire, their music. Even they don't even prefer to mix with the other community unnecessarily. They try to be isolated in the Bonda Dangar or in such areas. And their ornaments, overall culture is their very inherent, and their number is gradually decreasing day by day. That is why they have categorized as a primitive tribal group, and special attention has been provided for their conservation.
They are part of PVTG or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Kharipur?
Bondas are part of PVTG group.
PVTG.
Yeah.
And when in that primitive group, seems that they will marry in that same community. What is your opinion about that?
Yes, ma'am. Since India is a country, diversity, different cultures are present here, and this is also the beauty. There should be some sort of conservation even within Constitution on Article 29 provided to conserve different scripture, culture, language, or overall tribal identity. So it's a very good thing when they are conserving their own identities.
Yeah, conserving identity and getting married into the same community because somehow they are connected blood connection, and that is why probably the disability, autism, and that kind of might increase. So for that, certain kind of awareness they require to understand, or they as it is, they are now coming from the lower Banda to upper Banda to lower Banda.
Yes, ma'am. In biological sense, this in long term this can be a problematic. So awareness should be propagated. It's not like that propagating of awareness, their education should hamper their culture or scripture or their identity. Both should be simultaneously complementary to each other, so that they can be the same citizen, the same great citizen with good standard of living, but conserving their own culture. That will be more beautiful, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
Wish you all the best.
Many best wishes.